Welcome back to Cryptids and Cold Ones. I'm John.
And I'm Evan.
And I'm Kyle.
In today's episode, wait, who's going first? You going first?
I think I am.
Yeah,
Okay.
Evan.
I think this is going to be a good one.
It'll be interesting.
I really do. I think there's going to be a lot of information in it. So maybe people will appreciate it. Maybe they won't. I will.
Thank you.
This is a place I've always wanted to visit, but now I probably don't want to.
So, now I don't want to. No, it's
We'll
not
see.
that bad. It's interesting.
Just remember, not all who wander are lost.
Ah, yes.
Is
Hey, this was like my first Bigfoot shirt.
it? Evan's
Yeah.
wearing a Bigfoot shirt that says that.
I have my hat says Hoochie Daddy on it.
John's got like the 1980s turquoise and pink
Snap.
And my short
snapback back. Yeah, wearing the short shorts and the hat says Hoochie Daddy. Looking very,
He's winning.
very luxurious.
So much winning.
All he needs is a pair of pit vipers right now. And
I bought Otto sunglasses today.
Yeah.
oh hell
So
yeah!
I'm sorry, John's son. I bought John's son.
Great name.
Sunglasses and they're lime green.
Oh heck
And
yeah!
they're like all the sharp edges and everything on them.
Hell
He's like,
yeah.
Dad, I need these.
John's like, yes. you
From
do,
now on,
son.
like I only buy gas station sunglasses because I've so many Oakleys off the top of my car. I just left them and drove off.
Yeah, it's definitely it's not
Yeah.
worth it.
I'm wearing the gas station pugs.
I paid $14 for my sunglasses at Meyer, and they've lasted me almost 2 years now.
I'm
Heck
blind
yeah.
without a prescription, so I
Speaking
get
of Meyer, did
prescription
you see
Ray-Bans.
they're under fire right now?
What?
Meyer is under fire.
Meyer under fire.
What do you mean?
Uh, A special needs employee got caught stealing fruit cups, and so the store manager, instead of just being like, "Hey, dude, maybe you shouldn't be stealing fruit cups," he launched a 3-month investigation and just watched this dude
Oh my god!
stealing fruit cups, and then pulled him into the office and had the cops come so they could arrest him.
No!
Oh my god.
Oh my god! This is what the guy wants to do when Jesus comes back. Is
They
bust a
arrested
guy
poor
for fruit,
kid.
and it was just fruit cups.
Red Down
It
syndrome.
was like various different kinds of,
Oh,
but for that, like they had to wait until he stole like $115 worth of stuff or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, so you can
And-
get larceny.
Yeah.
Not larceny, but
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
There's like retail third degree.
yeah,
or
retail
there's-
third. Yeah,
So-
that's what I was thinking.
That's what
Under 200.
Meyer's
Wow.
up to these days.
Oh,
That's
I support this message.
that's hilarious and sad and still hilarious.
Yeah.
Goddamn fruit cup bandit. We caught him. That's this guy's gonna be bragging about it like a
Yeah.
big drug bust. The fruit cup bust of 25.
That is too much. Oh, and then our friends. Let's talk about our friends too when we get a chance there
Oh,
over at
yeah.
Cracking Cans.
Those guys.
The crackheads.
The crackheads, yes.
Well, no, the listeners are the crackheads.
Yes.
What were the 4 numbers in that password?
3766.
My phone won't work without it.
Oh,
Because we have the same Wi-Fi.
you
name.
require the Wi-Fi.
Yes.
It wants to always log into mine.
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping, want we fluff your pillow?
Linktree will be in the show notes.
2 in the pink, 1 in the link tree.
We're now, as far as I know, we're live on Twitch and TikTok right now.
Live
two
and
times.
direct.
We're dual wielding social medias.
Did you guys see the TikTok I made from when I was texting and flying?
Yeah.
No, oh no, I didn't.
I looked up just in time to crash and do a mountain.
I had a delicious horror of a week.
Yeah.
My son decided to separate his femur in half
That was
while riding on a 4-wheeled vehicle. So we spent the whole week in Mott, and that was some fun sleep right there, boy. I tell you what.
they just got home tonight.
Yeah, like they literally, John and Evan pulled in as my son was
when I
was
pulled in, I
walking
was
in with his walker
I was like, oh, maybe that's Kyle's wife's mom or something.
with the hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, my son has long hair.
And then he like looked back and I was like, oh, I know who that is. That's not an elderly woman.
Cole got a case of the stanky leg, or
Oh.
Kyle's son.
I think I was making him nervous just sitting at the end of the drive.
Oh yeah, he had lights on him and stuff. Like it reminded me of like you see in those 90s movies when all the cars are surrounding like a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pressure's on.
Do the thing.
Do the thing, kid. You just separated your femur.
Now
Nice.
show me how you can dance, monkey.
Yeah, yeah. Dance, monkey. Yeah. Honk the horn. Rev the engine.
Let's
You got a
speed it up
diesel
now.
too.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, see, we're live right now.
Live and direct.
Oh man, we're live.
We're
That's
live.
crazy.
I wonder if anyone's out there listening right now or watching.
Roger and his brothers just joined.
Who's Roger and his
Roger
brothers?
and your brothers, what's up?
Hey, Roger and your brothers.
I don't know who that is, but he's here.
Let's get spooky.
Welcome to the cast.
Well,
Welcome
we're
to the
gonna
show.
we're in for this is the analytical Evan. He dives deep. You're in for a treat.
Aiden Fishing's here.
Aiden.
Aiden Fishing is here.
Oh, welcome aboard. I don't know who you are.
What's up? Welcome.
Yeah.
All
So,
right. So
Let's start this.
We didn't
Let's-
talk about our crackhead friends.
Oh yeah, and then
Oh,
the
yeah.
crackhead friends, and then we have to do some
yeah,
drinking.
those guys. Speaking of the Cracking Cans cast, our telephone number.
Yes.
They hacked our shit.
No, they sent me feet pictures.
Oh hell yeah.
Someone sent us.
At least
feet
Mike
pictures.
sent me feet pictures.
Mike did.
I texted him and I was like, as soon as I seen that messed up toe, I know exactly who that was. And he's like, but that's my good toe.
That's my
Does he have bunions?
No, him and his family were on vacation. He like dragged his toe on the concrete or something like that, and like messed it all up. And he like purposely wears open-toed shoes so he can show Corey.
Which is excellent.
That's like that episode of Saturday Night Live, Massive Head Wound Harry. He just like has a massive head wound.
yes.
That's funny. So he's just trolling them while they're casting together. And
Yeah.
so if I whip my thing out, would that be like the same thing?
No.
Troll you guys the
No,
whole cat?
that
No.
would not. Would get
Oh,
us-
we're on camera.
That would get us canceled.
Yeah.
Well, what if I go low enough?
We still don't want to see that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, I know. It's
I don't-
trolling.
I don't know how.
Well, I'm sure they don't want to see the open wound on his foot either.
But if any of our listeners have not checked out the Cracking Cans cast, you definitely should.
Yes, agreed.
Didn't they just hit 4,000 subscribers or?
Something like that. I know we did the same episode the same week,
yes.
completely random. Ours came out on Monday. I got a message from him Monday afternoon. He was like, "Dude, look what we're putting out tomorrow." And it was the same episode.
Ah,
There was no copying done there. We just
great minds.
great minds think alike.
We're bound to intersect.
But yeah, call us, text us with your stories, sightings.
And more feed pics.
989-402-4091. Our email is cryptidsandcoldones@gmail.com. And we're on pretty much every social media
Yeah.
network now. Pretty much all under Cryptids and Cold Ones, except for on X. We are Sorry John's Dad.
Yes.
So yeah, hit us up. We want to hear from you guys. We want stories. We want to set up interviews, call in, talk to us, whatever you guys want to do. But we definitely want to hear from you.
And I want you to blow up John's phone with feet pics.
Yes. Let's see them little metatarsals. Those little morsels of metatarsals.
Do we get into the good stuff now?
Yeah, let's
That
do
good. Oh yeah, let me bust out my Meyer spring water.
I drank a beer. I drank another beer. 3 beers. 4 beers.
Oh no.
5 beers.
Oh
6 beers. 7 beers. 8 beers. 9 beers.
That's a lot of beers.
no. So today we are drinking New Glarus Brewing Co. Staghorn Oktoberfest from the great state of Wisconsin. And it is a gift from to the cast from my good friend Mitchell.
Thank you, Mitchell.
Thank you.
Sorry, John's dad.
And let's rate this.
I've had that before.
Really?
Yeah, I think. Well, I think it was one of our podcasts. I got good and drunk by the end, and I just went to the fridge and kept drinking, and that was yeah.
You're like, I liked it.
And I ended up having waking up next to a bunch of honey bun wrappers by the couch. And it was awesome. But yeah,
I'd say for as far as Oktoberfest beers go, I would give it a solid 3.5.
Yeah, I mean,
Oktoberfests aren't my favorite. I will drink them if someone hands me one,
yeah.
but I don't normally go out of my way to get them.
You see, this one is not as good as everything else we've had from New Glarus. Like,
really.
it's solidly mediocre beer. I mean, it's not bad by any means, but it's not amazing. I think I'm gonna go with 3.5.
I 4.25. I liked it. It reminds me of something you want to like sit down and have like a fall meal with. But you don't want to drink like a bunch of them. You just want to have one or two.
Paint the picture for us, Kyle.
Yeah.
Leaves falling.
The leaves are falling. The spice is pumpkin. The bitches are basic.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. Well, we gotta. It's not a bad beer. Like I said, I mean, I'd definitely drink it again. I wouldn't like purposely buy it if there was another beer that I liked more. But as you said, John, if somebody hands me this beer, I'll drink it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not a big fan of Oktober. I like them, but not enough to seek them out.
Are like Oktoberfests more malty? Is that what the deal is with them, or how's that work? I'm not a connoisseur.
I think it is a little malty because there's a little bit of the burnt taste to it, like
Yeah.
you get with the brown ales that you always complain about because compared to Newcastle. This tastes a little Newcastle-y.
Never heard of that beer. Is that a new one? Is that the champagne of beers or the banquet ale?
The champagne of beers.
I love my
I
Newcastle.
unfortunately went through a phase where I drank a lot of High Life.
Yeah.
Yes.
You also drank a lot of Newcastle because you drank with me.
What was the deal with Miller Genuine Draft? Remember MGD? Was that like a log?
It was so with MGD, what they did was the trash compactor, as it was compacting the trash, they had 5-gallon buckets underneath it to catch the juices. And that's where Miller Genuine Draft came from.
Fantastic.
Interesting. So are we gonna get into the episode here?
Nah, let's talk about some shit.
Let's just
I think we should probably get into the episode.
Yeah, all right.
So guys, tonight is gonna be an interesting episode. We're going to be talking about the Grand Canyon, or as I like to say, the large hole.
I have many jokes about this. I love my wife.
Well,
Oh,
ew.
so
No, I just said I love my wife. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
so
Anyway.
yeah. So I'm a big fan of national parks. I may have mentioned this in our Missing 411 episode. It's pretty much the only thing about the federal government that I like. So aside from being what amounts to a very large canyon, the Grand Canyon has an interesting history itself. Where we're going, we don't need roads. But anyway,
Jesus Christ.
we're going to be talking about it.
Jumped right into that. I was not prepared for that one. Go ahead. Proceed, sir.
Proceed. So we're going to be talking about ancient advanced civilizations and potential government cover-ups tonight.
Pyramids.
We can talk about some pyramids too. That's definitely in the whole, realm of things that we can discuss. So it all starts out in the year of 1909. The Arizona Gazette published an article about an Egyptian-style underground civilization found in the Grand Canyon. It was in a weird series, and the first one was just like, oh, I'll read it. Anyway, The article is titled G.E. Kincaid Reaches Yuma. And the article states, G.E. Kincaid of Lewiston, Idaho, arrived in Yuma after a trip from Green River, Wyoming, down the entire course of the Colorado River. He is the second man to make this journey and came alone in a small skiff, stopping at his pleasure to investigate the surrounding country. He left Green River in October, having a small covered boat with oars and carrying a fine camera, which he used to secure over 700 views of the river and canyons, which were unsurpassed. Mr. Kincaid says one of the most interesting features of the trip was passing through the sluiceways in the Laguna Dam. He made this perilous passage with only the loss of an oar. Some interesting archaeological discoveries were unearthed, and altogether the trip was of such interest that he will repeat it in the next winter in the company of friends. So that was legitimately an entire article in a newspaper, right? A few things to note. This article was not really strange at the time. When you showed up to town from traveling, it was not strange for the local newspaper and small towns to write about you. I've seen a lot of old-timey articles that are similar. My dad was previously employed in the newspaper business, and he has a lot of books covering various articles from back in the day. Sometimes they just say stuff like, Bob and Susie came in from Chicago and will be in town for the next 3 weeks. They look forward to entertaining guests
Wow.
and have rented out a floor at such and such hotel. They were married last year and have not been in town since and have many stories to tell their friends about their exciting life in Chicago.
A stellar story.
I know.
Stunning and rich.
I know, exactly.
Full of wonder and
Everyone
detail.
reading the newspaper like, how these bitches.
Yeah.
I know, right?
God damn it.
It was essentially like the early 20th century version of sending a public snap and saying, come out to such and such location. No cap, this shit be bussin'.
Oh, for real. On God.
So I'm not sure if I used that slang correct, but I do appreciate when the youth say Ohio that it means weird, awkward, cringe, or otherwise undesirable, because that's pretty much how I feel about Ohio.
We should do an episode on why we dislike Ohio.
The whole episode is just.
It'll be our longest episode.
Yeah. We have so many complaints.
I just
Don't get me started.
all
on
I
the
have
term.
to say is we won.
Yeah.
We got
What, the Civil War against
we
Ohio?
got
No.
the UP.
The Michigan-Ohio War.
Oh,
There was a small war. It was a border war. And we got the UP and they got Toledo, so fuck them.
look at that's my dog, Chloe.
It's a doggo.
Say, Chloe,
Say hi.
I like to piss and shit on the floor. That's my contribution.
That's her thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Oh, yeah.
a few weeks later, the Arizona Gazette
Forgot we're recording an episode.
Yeah. published another article titled Explorations in the Grand Canyon. And the subtitle reads Mysteries of Immense High Cavern Being Brought to Light. Jordan is enthused. Remarkable finds indicate ancient people migrated from the Orient. This article specifically reads The latest news of the progress of the explorations is now regarded by scientists as not only the oldest archaeological discovery in the United States, but one of the most valuable in the world, which was mentioned some time ago in the Gazette, was brought to the city yesterday by G.E. Kincaid, the explorer who found the great underground citadel, the Grand Canyon, during a trip from Green River, Wyoming, down the Colorado in a wooden boat to Yuma several months ago. According to the story related to the Gazette by Mr. Kincaid, the archaeologist of the Smithsonian Institute, which is financing the expeditions, have made discoveries which almost conclusively prove that the race which inhabited this mysterious cavern, hewn in solid rock by human hands, was of Oriental origin. possibly from Egypt, tracing back to Ramses. If their theories are borne out by the Gordon Ramses. If their theories are borne out by the translation of the tablets engraved with hieroglyphics, the mysteries of the prehistoric peoples of North America, their ancient arts, who they were and whence they came will be solved. Egypt and the Nile and Arizona and the Colorado will be linked by a historical chain running back ages which staggers the wildest fancies of fictionists. So that's like the beginning part. So anyway, it kind of goes into a little bit more here, and it talks a little bit about what's going on. It says, under the direction of Professor S.A. Jordan, the Smithsonian Institute is now prosecuting the most thorough explorations, which will be continued until the last link of the chain is forged. Nearly a mile underground, about 1,480 feet below the surface, the long main passage has been delved into to find another mammoth chamber from which radiates scores of passageways like the spokes of a wheel. So we're talking about basically a hole in the side of the Grand Canyon that has this massive underground complex. Kind of what I like to think like the NORAD compound looks like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So several hundred rooms have been discovered, reached by passageways running from the main passage, one of them having been explored for 854 feet and another for 634 feet. The recent find includes articles which have never been known as native to this country,
Like
And-
pyramids.
and doubtless they have their origin in the Orient. War weapons, copper instruments, sharp edge, and hard as steel indicate the high state of civilization reached by these strange people. So interested have the scientists become that preparations are being made to equip the camp for extensive studies, and the force will be increased to 30 or 40 persons. So, based on the description, this site appears to be absolutely massive. Kincaid allegedly found the cavern while on his initial boat trip down the Colorado River while searching for minerals. He described the entrance as nearly inaccessible and about 1,486 feet down a sheer canyon wall. The entrance is located 42 miles up the river from El Tovar Crystal Canyon and about 2,000 feet above the river.
How far is it from Crystal Lake?
Crystal Canyon. I don't
Crystal
know how far
Pepsi.
it is from Crystal Lake. And
Crystal Pepsi.
That was a Friday the 13th reference.
oh, I didn't catch it. Sorry. Not in that mindset. I don't like creepy stuff, guys.
I'm on a cryptid podcast. I host a cryptid podcast.
Yep. Okay.
I
Anyway,
don't like the creepy stuff. I host cryptid podcast.
I do. It's,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
so
Uh.
what drew Mr. Kincaid to this specific area was he noticed curious stains in the sedimentary formation, and after further investigation found the entrance to the cavern above a shelf that conceals it from the view of the river. Kincaid states that when I saw chisel marks on the wall inside the entrance, I became interested. Securing my gun, I went in. What's he gonna find? Okay, what's he expecting in this cave that he's like, gotta get my gat?
Skinwalkers.
I mean, that's possible too. During that trip, I went back several hundred feet along the main passage till I came to the crypt, where I discovered the mummies. One of these I stood up and photographed with a flashlight. I gathered a number of relics which I carried down the Colorado to Yuma, and whence I shipped them to Washington with details of the discovery. So basically, Broski does the exact opposite of what I would have done and immediately contacts the government. And
Gross.
Boom.
they immediately come in and do the most .gov shit possible. It is located on government. This is a quote. when he's talking about the location in the article. It is located on government land, and no visitor will be allowed there under penalty of trespass. The scientists wish to work unmolested, without fear of
On what?
unmolested. Yeah, I mean, I guess they don't want to get diddled. I don't blame them.
That
Anyway.
means bothered.
Without fear of archaeological discoveries being disturbed by curio and relic hunters. these words, man, they're fun.
I like. There's a lot of cool words in here. I like the names G.E. Kincaid and the other one.
S.A. Jordan.
Yeah, like we should start just going by our initials, our first and middle names.
I like it. I think so.
But
So
I'm not gonna say my last name out loud.
I know
Sure.
I'm not either. We do have too many listeners.
mine is McCockiner. First is Barry. Barry.
So
All right.
all of this has been debunked, or has it? If you Google this stuff, it says these people didn't exist, G.E. Kincaid or S.A. Jordan.
They didn't exist.
It says they didn't. But
So it's like a pen name.
I don't know. I mean, okay. So if this
Like
stuff was
Garth Brooks' serial killer name, Chris Gaines.
Oh yeah, that's
yes. So basically, there's no records of Professor S.A. Jordan or G.E. Kincaid. But I'm just going to go out there and say, if they found that shit, would it not have been erased? I mean, it literally flips everything we know about human history in North America on its head. The findings would have just turned the historical timeline upside down. But the idea of intercontinental travel in general really isn't that hard to swallow. We know that the Vikings made it to North America much earlier than we thought. Why couldn't the Egyptians? Plus, there's other evidence to suggest there may have been travel across the Atlantic by the Egyptians as well. In 1992, renowned forensic toxicologist Svetlana Balabanova showed the world by declaring
That
she
was a
found
mouthful.
cocaine and nicotine in 3,000-year-old Egyptian
Hell yeah,
mummies.
dude.
They were partying hard there in Egypt.
Oh
But
yeah.
the reason that's interesting,
You know what else is really good for partying?
what?
Power thirst. It's like crystal meth in a can. It's crystal meth in a can. Power thirst is crystal meth.
You're loving that soundboard.
I
today.
Hell yeah. I can't wait to see it expand over
Oh,
time.
we have so many good sound.
Oh yeah.
So, why is it interesting that there's cocaine and nicotine in Egyptian mummies, you might ask? Well, tobacco and coca leaves only grew in the Americas in the pre-Columbian era. So, the first time that it was
the plants were like, man, fuck this place.
they,
They just got up and moved to Colombia.
Tomatoes have nicotine in them.
no, they weren't in Africa, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
So
I-
if you have a mummy that is testing positive for cocaine and nicotine, that's impossible unless there was cross-Atlantic travel.
Right?
So
Interesting.
you know what else mummies have? Curses.
they do.
That's true.
I mean, the first time it was recorded anybody brought back cocaine and tobacco from the Americas.
They got cursed by a mummy.
No, it was the conquistadors.
No.
Fun fact. So I guess the question I want to pose you guys is, it's really that hard to believe that people capable of building the pyramids and the Sphinx were not capable of traveling the open seas? Clearly, if they know enough about astronomy that they can line up 3 giant fucking buildings on with the stars, then they could probably figure out how to navigate using that same knowledge. So that leads me to the next thing. Government cover-up.
No.
Ugh.
I'm not gonna hear that one. Nope.
Ugh.
So,
Lies.
well, no, the government is lying. Not,
I know.
we know that they do because they're so transparent about everything. So, We know that the National Park Service requires permits to navigate the Colorado River via boats.
Yeah, we know that.
Well, I've looked into it.
Oh,
because I
okay.
wanted to do it.
Now we know.
And
And
they have
knowing
some,
is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
and they have some pretty strict requirements that must be adhered to if you get off the boat.
Such
So,
as?
also, as we know from my episode on on the missing 411 phenomenon,
That was a banger.
Do,
Phenomena.
do, do, do.
Phenomena.
they can be kind of obstructing at times. So
Sorry, John's dad.
you can't send a drone up there because the National Park Service has banned those in the Grand Canyon. But the question is,
Do they hide it under like their ban just as a safety reason? Like, oh, in case someone's drone like gets on a ledge or something like that, just to stop people from trying to go get it.
I don't know, maybe I think
Because like, what other reason would you have to ban them?
I don't know.
Like,
Because-
what? I'm not reason. Excuse.
Yeah, I can't
What
really.
excuse would you have? Because you can take pictures there if you're in
Yeah.
an area that's.
I
open
think
to
there's
the
a
public.
government facility there. For sure.
The question, I don't know if it's a government facility. I think it's the archaeological site.
Well, I think it blossomed into a facility,
So
a government.
I guess that's kind of where I wanted to get into the discussion. Why would they want to cover this up and just hide it in the basement of the Smithsonian? Which, by the way, from my understanding, is under some sort of auditing right now from the current administration.
He activated the National Guard
Yeah.
to go there,
Eh.
which that's not the right people to send to go like count things because
Yeah, you don't want 18-year-old
You-
nicotine addicts and
no, you
caffeinated.
ever go to turn your equipment in when you get out, and then they send you a bill for $6,000 that says you didn't turn anything in. Yeah,
I never had that experience. No.
when the first time I got out, I turned all my stuff in. I had our supply sergeant, and then it was my team leader was there as a witness, and I turned everything in, and then I was out for a year, and then I got back in, and I was like, "Hey, when am I going to get some TA50?" And they pulled me up in the computer, and it says you have everything. And I went, "Excuse me?" I turned all that in. And they're like, "Oh no, it says you have," because we had a supply sergeant in the detachment, and then main body had their own that kind of did everything.
Yeah.
So when he got the paperwork, he retired like 3 weeks after I got out, so he didn't file any of it. So my last 5.5 years in the Army, I had TA50 that I pulled out of my friend's attic because they didn't collect it when he got back from Afghanistan.
Oh my God.
Oh, your Army at work. But so the question is, A, do we think that the Egyptians could have came here? And B, why would they cover it up? And C, why are they still covering it up, right? So why, I mean, I'm asking you guys this, really.
I don't really have a good explanation for it. I don't know why you would hide that
They came here with technology from their
that
home.
they got from the aliens.
Yes. And then, they ran aground or whatever and perished and all that stuff was found.
So I guess to add and bolster to the thought that they came here, there's pyramids that are essentially the same structure everywhere around the world,
Correct.
right? I don't think you just naturally build fucking pyramids. So I feel like there has to be some intercontinental way of at least transferring knowledge. So
That makes sense.
So if like prehistoric interwebs,
Yeah.
if you will, right? But the more likely explanation is obviously that people are traveling and they were more capable of seafaring folks. They were better seamen than we thought they were. Okay. So that
yeah, dude.
explains the coked out mummies and the mummies in Arizona, right? So initially, why would it? I guess my take is the reason why they would cover it up initially is academic hubris. These fuckers with PhDs think they're so smart, right? That they're like, oh, I have a PhD, Dr. Douchebag here. Anyway, they come up with their theories. They think they have everything figured out. And then something like this comes up. And essentially, they're like, uh-oh, that just discredits everything that I've written about my entire career. Let's cover this up.
Well, that has a lot to do with that's a lot of similarity with the whole Egyptian what do you call that? The head of the pyramids and stuff like that. They're not allowing like further investigation into it.
Yeah.
So basically, we have to take them at their word now.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
That's
So
what I'm saying. They're like, oh,
Their
this
their word is about as worthwhile as a fart in a windstorm.
ooh. And
Yeah.
then recently they found was it that ground penetrating radar that they found those coils that went like
I'll penetrate your
Yeah.
ground.
hundreds of meters,
I was
hundreds of meters down.
gonna make a statement about penetrating your ground too, but you beat me to it. We are 12.
You got to be
Yes.
quicker than that, man.
I know.
That's all there is to it.
So, anywho,
What?
it gets to the last thing. Why are they continuing to cover it up? Well, it looks real bad when you're trying to paint like the Hopis and who are the Pueblo natives who built the structures and the sides of the buildings
Yeah.
as like these people that were original and imaginative. And then it turns out they probably learned from the Egyptians because they essentially acted as the Egyptian serfs at the time. That structure was reportedly capable of holding about 50,000 people in the
Jeez.
side of the Grand Canyon, all underground.
I didn't realize that they were that big.
Yeah, it was. Well, I mean, I was trying to explain the size
That
of.
makes me think of that place they stayed in what's that movie? The Matrix, New Zion,
Yeah,
underground or in the. That's
Exactly.
crazy with all those people. Holy shit!
exactly. That's what I'm saying. So you
The
have,
farts would just stank in there.
and I guess my take is it doesn't fit with the modern narrative. So either it's just been so concealed and they're just like, maybe a few people find it and they're like, oh, this isn't woke enough for us because it makes the Native Americans look like they just learned all this from the Egyptians. That could be a possibility. But and then the National Park Service being on board and everything makes sense because although I enjoy the national parks, they get a little crazy with the woke stuff sometimes.
And they also get a little crazy with their people getting missing or
Yeah,
endangered.
I mean-
We already figured that out, though. That's just aliens being dicks.
yeah,
just picking you up and
dropping you off. Don't
Dropping
like
you-
this one.
dropping you from 30 feet. Doosh. Oh.
Yep. So yeah, no, that's about it for the show. Unless you guys have any
I'm interested in that. There's a show movie that came out last year called The Gorge.
Mhm.
Miles Teller and that really cute blonde. They basically guard like a gorge.
Which really cute blonde?
That one, that one I'm talking about.
The one with the arms and the legs,
Yeah, and the hair and the boobs.
and she's got the fingers, right?
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the nails on it and
Yep.
and boobs. But anyways, they're long story short, both sides of the gorge are snipers, and they're protecting what's at the bottom of the gorge, which is a secret research base for genetic manipulation for
Oh.
super soldiers.
So you think that's what's going on at the Grand Canyon?
I don't think it's that, but I think it's something government. Obviously it's got to be.
It's always the government.
Yeah.
They fuck up everything.
Speaking of movies, I watched a pretty good one the other day.
Preach.
I can't. What the hell is the name of it? I don't remember the name. But it was a meteor crashes, and it hits this like homeless sailor dude in a boat, and then he becomes Popeye, and
What?
he goes around killing people.
Oh.
Like he looks just like Popeye.
Yeah.
That's fuck.
Yeah, it was so bad. They CGI'd his face to look like Popeye, but it was clearly like.
What are people thinking when
like,
they
you
make
could
these
clearly
movies?
See, it was like a super buff, like real dude.
Yeah.
But they CGI'd over
Oh
his
my God.
face.
What do you think the like director or the writer, like, are they doing this to be serious? Like, this is my magnum opus, or are they just like, let's make a dog shit movie for fun?
So
they dropped a bunch of acid.
Yeah.
So my 7-year-old came up with a really good movie idea.
Oh yes.
So
Has he told you about this?
No,
It
uh-uh.
was amazing.
it is.
He was telling me about it, and I was like, I would watch the shit out of that.
He thinks it's a horror, but it really is more of a comedy. The name of the movie is called Spur, and it's about the platypus. If you didn't know, there is a poisonous spur on
Yeah.
male platypuses, right? And it doesn't kill you, but it hurts real bad for about 48 hours, and there is absolutely no anti-venom for it because of the way the platypus venom exists. I don't know. I've learned so much about platypus venom and stinging from my son recently. Anywho, so this movie, he's got everything planned out, including you know how Jaws the movie is somebody swimming and there's just you see the shark on the top. It's similar to that. That's the poster for his movie, and it's gonna just say Spur. And so the movie starts out. There's this platypus in like a zoo, and it's in a cage. And it slowly goes insane because children keep coming up and tapping the glass.
Oh my God.
So this is all from his
I know.
mind.
Yeah, I know.
And it breaks out, and to get its revenge, it just starts stinging people with its spur.
Okay.
And they're like searching all over for this platypus, and they have like a tranquilizer gun. One dude has a tranquilizer gun, and like they're tracking it by finding people just writhing in agony on the ground and vomiting.
Wow, that's pretty good.
And they finally find it, they tranquilize it, and they capture it, and then they release it into the wild. But you can see just downriver of where they've released it is a family. And that's where we get into Spur 2, which he came up with a second movie.
That is awesome.
I'm not going to go into that one, but it's essentially like he's been released into the wild and he's still pissed off at humans. So he like attacks this family that's camping in the woods.
With that being said, we're gonna start crowdfunding.
Spur.
Yes.
We're going to crowdfund the creation.
You know what? Like when you first told me about Spur, it reminded me. Remember the Gremlins when the science teacher loses the gremlin in the cage and it's like scurrying around the ground.
Yes.
That's kind of like the same vibe Spur would give me. Like
Was
just
it a gremlin or was it
just-
a mogwai?
it was a gremlin at that
Yeah.
time because he fed it a Snickers bar.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
he was. I like the word skedaddle. That's what I like when it's like. And then you can hear that spur dragon. Ooh.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
an effect.
young man's on
So
something.
we're crowdfunding.
We could do, or we can even do child horror movies
Yeah.
for like the 3 and under crowd,
Yeah.
or 5 and under.
It's funny because he's like, yeah, it's going to be so scary. And I'm like, yeah, buddy, definitely.
He was telling me about he was going through the synopsis of it before we came up to look for the witchy wolf.
Yeah.
And then he was like, He told me that there was like a 99% chance that we were gonna run into a platypus,
Yeah.
and I was like, "All right, buddy."
He's all about
He was
that
always
movie.
thinking about that cash grab, that second one, the sequel.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a third now.
Oh, is there?
It gets radiated. That's and it becomes massive.
Spurred.
Yeah, it grows like three times in size, which makes it the size of like a chihuahua. And it's funny. Like, and he thinks it's actually going to be scary. That's the funny
Would
part.
the second one be like Too Spurred, Too Furious?
Oh, yes. I would love it. I love that name. So,
Spur 3, Woodland Drift.
oh my God.
Wow.
Yes.
This is genius.
But it's like the best comedy horror movie ever, and my son doesn't even realize it.
But that's right. Like I watch
Yeah, I know.
some hot garbage.
Yeah, you do.
And I like that would actually be one of the better movies that I would.
When he told me about this, I'm like, John's gonna fucking love this movie.
We're crowdfunding this.
Crowdfunding
It
Spur.
needs to happen.
We're starting a GoFundMe for a 7-year-old's
It
movie.
needs to happen.
Spur.
He started writing it though.
And
Like
we
he's up there every day.
need
He'll write a new
we
page.
need,
No
we
way.
need Jesse Ventura to star in it,
Yes, Jesse.
so you can talk about, and it'll take place in the Baja.
Yes. I love it. Oh my God. Yes. That's brilliant. So yeah. I forgot I wanted to bring that movie up at some point during this podcast, and that just gave me the opening.
Yeah, no, I would watch the shit out of that.
Hell yeah.
So now that we've gone way off topic about my son's movie plans.
Maybe they're making, genetic hybrids of, with extra potent spurs
Yeah.
Maybe.
of platypi spurs,
Platypi.
platypussies.
That's what he wanted to call his like stuffed animal platypus, and we're like, no, bud.
Hell yeah.
You're gonna call him Platty.
Platty. Pilates.
But yeah, back to the Grand Canyon.
Back to
Back to life.
Back
To reality.
the large gorge.
The tell him Large Mark.
Tell
sent
him
you.
Large Marge sent you. Hola. Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
They've, I don't remember. I don't think you mentioned this, but they have found like hieroglyphics in the caves that match hieroglyphics that they've found in Egypt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
So it's like how like just the type of artwork that had gone into that kind of stuff
yeah, and
was different everywhere.
Uh-huh.
Just in the United States between all the different tribes.
Yep.
So what are the chances that someone in the Grand Canyon had the same drawings,
That's true.
lore, everything than what the stuff they were finding?
That's a really
in
good
Egypt?
point.
yeah,
It just like it goes back to like the lore of Bigfoot, Yeti,
Yeah.
all that. It's the same story.
Yeah.
All
all
around the
these
world.
tribes have the exact same story. So it just doesn't make sense that
Pangea, man.
I don't know if I would go that far. I think that
Yeah.
happened before us. The easy solution and answer to why this happened is clearly pre-Columbian intercontinental travel via navigation via the stars, which they clearly had the knowledge to do so.
Yes.
Right.
So, I mean, I think it happened. I believe it happened. I believe it's being covered up. And
Well, like you and I were talking about, like as far as the pyramids go, like if you go on Google Earth and go to Antarctica,
yeah,
it looks
It-
like a pyramid to me.
it certainly does look like pyramids. It's like, how did these get there?
So it's
Yeah.
I don't know.
And who
that-
built them?
Yeah, because even like they're
Aliens.
still trying to figure out the technology that was used to build the Great Pyramids.
Yeah.
So people in Antarctica, and then I don't remember if it was in the Grand Canyon or if it was at Mount Rushmore. I know there's two geographically different areas.
Yeah.
But they found it looks like a pyramid.
Yeah.
And then it almost on the side of the cliff, you can see what looks like a sphinx.
I think I know what you're talking about. I've seen that video.
And so that technology that people can't figure out now was global.
Yeah. How did that happen?
It doesn't
So,
make sense to me.
Yeah.
It's the damn government
And the aliens.
and the aliens.
Yep.
So we were playing War Thunder the other day,
Yeah.
and I purchased the A10.
Oh yeah.
But what I didn't realize that if you have a high tier aircraft,
Mhm.
you get put into lobbies with people that also have really high tier aircrafts. So when my A10 got shut down, I had bi-wing propeller
Oh
airplanes.
God.
And there's like I got MiGs flying around me.
Oh.
And I was like, man, it feels like that scene from Independence Day. when
Oh yeah.
he's got the crop duster. Randy Quaid's got
Yep.
the
Yeah.
crop duster, and he's trying to fight the aliens.
Oh man. Yeah. Aliens.
So yeah, I mean, I don't really have any explanation to any of it. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. So the Egyptians.
So
You know, it is worth pointing out that they kept calling it Oriental, which I
Yeah.
don't know that we can say that word anymore.
we'll find out when we get canceled, I guess.
My mom still uses it.
You know what I like? You know what old timey semi racist word that will not get us canceled.
What's that?
I like to say about the Chinese people. They used to call them the Celestials.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, they call them Celestials.
Why?
I don't know, because I think they believed in the stars or something.
Oh.
Their religion was something to do with the star. But that that was like back in the old west when they were building the railroad and stuff.
Ah.
Before the government put them in camps.
Yep. Thanks a lot, FDR. That was the Japanese, though. Oh.
Well, in that case, it's never too late to escape into your UFO and go build some pyramids in a random place in America.
Have a good night.
Let's
guys.
get probing.
I think I was making him nervous just sitting at the end of the drive.
Oh yeah, he had lights on him and stuff. Like it reminded me of like you see in those 90s movies when all the cars are surrounding like a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pressure's on.
Do the thing.
Do the thing, kid. You just separated your femur.
Now
Now you-
show me how you can dance, monkey.
Yeah, yeah. Dance, monkey. Yeah. Honk the horn. Rev the engine.
Let's
You got a
speed it up
diesel
now.
too.
Yeah.
Wee, wee.